Welcome back to our channel, my dear friends. Today, I do not want to give you a soft message. Today, I want to give you a wake-up call. You keep saying, I will start tomorrow. I will work hard tomorrow. I will exercise tomorrow. I will learn English tomorrow. I will change my life tomorrow. But tell me something. How many tomorrows have already passed? How many times have you promised yourself the same thing? And how many times did tomorrow become another excuse? This is the truth. Tomorrow is a lie when you keep using it to delay your life. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The only time you truly have is today. This moment, right now. You do not need another Monday. You do not need another month. You do not need another new year. You need one decision. The decision to stop waiting. The decision to stop delaying. The decision to begin before you feel completely ready. Because every time you say, I will do it tomorrow, you are teaching yourself to escape from action. And slowly, days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years. Then one day you look back and ask, where did my time go? My friend, your life is happening right now, not tomorrow. Your dream needs today's work. Your health needs today's care. Your future needs today's decision. Your English needs today's practice. Do not wait until you feel motivated. Do not wait until life becomes easy. Do not wait until everything is perfect. Start small, but start today. Read one page. Practice for 10 minutes. Make one important phone call. Take one step toward your goal. A small action today is more powerful than a big promise for tomorrow. So stay with me until the end. Because maybe the biggest change in your life does not need more time. Maybe it only needs you to finally say, no more tomorrow. I start today. Lesson 1. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Many people are not failing because they are weak. They are failing because they keep waiting. They wait for Monday. They wait for next month. They wait for a new year. They wait until they feel motivated. They wait until they have more money. They wait until life becomes easier. But while they are waiting, life keeps moving. This is the dangerous truth. The perfect time does not exist. There will always be something, a problem, a responsibility, a bad mood, a busy day, a reason to delay. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you may never begin. You must understand that action does not need perfect conditions. It only needs a decision. You do not need 2 free hours to improve your life. You can start with 20 minutes. You do not need to know everything before you begin. You can learn while doing. You do not need to feel fully confident. Confidence often comes after action, not before it. Many people think, first I will feel ready, then I will start. But life usually works in the opposite way. First, you start. Then you become ready. First, you practice. Then you become better. First, you make mistakes. Then you learn what works. This is how growth happens. Think about learning English. If you keep saying, I will start when my grammar is better, you may keep waiting for years. But if you start speaking simple sentences today, you begin to improve. You may make mistakes. That is okay. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. The same is true for fitness. You do not need a perfect gym plan. Start walking. Start stretching. Start moving your body. Do something today. The same is true for money. You do not need to become rich before learning how to save. Save a small amount. Learn one useful money habit. Begin with what you have. Small action today is always stronger than a big plan for tomorrow. This is where many people get trapped. They love planning. They make long lists. They watch motivational videos. They tell everyone about their goals. They imagine the future. But they do not take the first real step. Planning feels productive. Talking feels productive. Thinking feels productive. But if there is no action, nothing changes. You can think about swimming for 10 years, but you will not learn until you enter the water. You can watch 100 videos about public speaking, but you will not become confident until you actually speak. You can read about success every day, but your life will stay the same if you never apply what you learn. Knowledge without action becomes another excuse. So stop asking, what else do I need to know? Start asking, what can I do with what I already know? That question will move your life forward. Another reason people wait is fear. They are afraid of failing. They are afraid of looking foolish. They are afraid that people will judge them. They are afraid that their first attempt will not be good enough. But your first attempt is not supposed to be perfect. Your first video may be simple. Your first business idea may fail. Your first English conversation may be full of mistakes. Your first workout may feel difficult. That is normal. The beginning is allowed to be messy. Do not compare your first step with someone else's 100th step. People who are good today were not always good. They became good because they started before they felt ready. They failed. They learned. They continued. That is the part you do not always see. You only see the result. You do not see the uncomfortable beginning. So stop being ashamed of starting small. A small beginning is not a weak beginning. It is a real beginning. You should also understand what delay does to your mind. Every time you say tomorrow and then do nothing, you teach yourself not to trust your own words. You promise yourself something. Then you break the promise. Again and again. Slowly, your confidence becomes weaker. You start thinking, I never finish anything. I always delay. I cannot trust myself. That is why starting today is not only about the task, it is about rebuilding trust with yourself. When you say, I will do 10 minutes, and then you do 10 minutes, you prove something to yourself. You prove that your words matter. You prove that you can act. You prove that you are not controlled by excuses. That small victory gives you strength. Then tomorrow it becomes easier to act again. This is how discipline begins. Do not make the first step too big. If you say, from today, I will study 5 hours every day, you may feel tired before you even start. Make the first step easy. Read 5 pages. Write 1 paragraph. Walk for 15 minutes. Speak English for 10 minutes. Save a small amount. Clean 1 part of your room. Send 1 important email. Complete 1 unfinished task. Do something that tells your brain, I am no longer waiting. That sentence can change your life. You also need to stop treating every day like it is unlimited. Your time is not unlimited. Every day you use is gone forever. You can earn money again. You can buy another phone. You can replace many things. But you cannot buy back yesterday. That is why time is so valuable. Think about how easily people waste it. 1 hour scrolling, another hour watching random videos, another hour saying, I am tired. Then at night they say, I had no time. Sometimes the problem is not a lack of time. It is a lack of priority. You usually make time for what you truly value. If something is important, give it a place in your day. Do not leave your dream for the last tired hour of the night. Give it some real energy. Even 20 focused minutes can make a difference. Your future is being built by what you repeatedly do with your present, not by what you plan to do later. Do not think, I have plenty of time. You do not know that. None of us do. That is why today matters. Not because you should live in fear, but because you should live with awareness. You should understand that this day is valuable. Use it. Call the person you love. Start the project. Apply for the opportunity. Practice the skill. Take care of your health. Say sorry if you need to. Say thank you if you feel it. Do not keep pushing important things into an imaginary future. A young man wanted to start a small business. For 3 years, he kept saying, I will start when I have more money. Then he said, I will start when I know more. Then, I will start after this busy month. 3 years passed. Nothing changed. One day, he met an old friend who had started a very small business with less money and less knowledge. The friend had made many mistakes, but he had learned from them. The young man finally understood something. His friend was not more ready. He simply started earlier. That day, the young man stopped planning a perfect beginning. He made one small move. He created the first product. He spoke to the first customer. He made the first sale. It was not perfect, but it was real. And that real action changed more than 3 years of waiting. Always remember, tomorrow is useful for planning, but dangerous for excuses. If something truly matters to you, do not keep giving it to tomorrow. Give it one real step today. And before we start Lesson 2, please like this video because your one like gives me motivation to create more helpful videos for you. Lesson 2. Your future is being created today. Many people think the future is something far away. They imagine that one day they will become healthier. One day they will become confident. One day they will learn English. One day they will become successful. But the future is not created one day. It is created today. Your future is being built by the choices you make every single day. What you do this morning matters. What you do this evening matters. How you use one free hour matters. The small choices you make today slowly become the life you will live tomorrow. Think about it. If you practice English for a little time every day, your future English becomes better. If you take care of your health today, your future body becomes stronger. If you save a little money today, your future becomes safer. If you learn a useful skill today, your future can have better opportunities. But if you keep saying, I will do it later, your future also receives that message. You are not only delaying one task, you are delaying the person you could become. This is why today is so important. Imagine that your future self is standing 5 years ahead of you. That person is waiting for you. Maybe that future version of you is confident. Maybe they have a better career. Maybe they speak English clearly. Maybe they are healthier. Maybe they have completed the dream you are thinking about today. But that person cannot appear by magic. You must build that person. And you build them with today's decisions. Every good choice is like a brick. One brick may look small, but if you put down one brick every day, after some time you can build a whole house. Your future works in the same way. One day of practice may feel small. One day of reading may feel small. One healthy meal may feel small. 1 hour of focused work may feel small. But these small actions are building something. Never disrespect a small action just because the result is not immediate. A person who improves only one small thing every day can become very different after 1 year. The problem is that many people want to feel the result immediately. They exercise for 1 week and check the mirror. They study English for 10 days and ask, "Why am I not fluent?" They save money for 1 month and think, "This is too little." Then they stop, but growth does not always show itself quickly. Sometimes progress is happening even when you cannot see it. A tree does not grow because someone keeps pulling it from the ground to check the roots. It grows because it receives care every day. You are the same. Do the work. Give it time. Do not keep asking for proof every morning. Keep going. There is another danger in depending on tomorrow. Tomorrow makes everything sound easy. Tomorrow I will wake up early. Tomorrow I will stop wasting time. Tomorrow I will eat better. Tomorrow I will study. But tomorrow has no pressure because it is not here yet. Today is different. Today asks you to act. Today asks you to leave your comfort zone. Today asks you to make the difficult choice. That is why your mind loves tomorrow. Tomorrow allows you to dream without doing anything. But a dream without action slowly becomes regret. You must learn to catch yourself when you say, "I will do it tomorrow." Stop for a moment and ask, "Can I do a small part of it today?" If you plan to read tomorrow, read 2 pages today. If you plan to exercise tomorrow, do 10 minutes today. If you plan to call someone tomorrow, make the call today. If you plan to begin learning something, watch the first lesson today. You are not trying to finish everything. You are teaching yourself to begin. That is very powerful. When you act today, you send a message to yourself. My future matters. I take my goals seriously. I do not need to wait. This creates self-respect. Many people think self-respect comes only from confidence. But self-respect also grows when you do what you told yourself you would do. If you promise yourself to study and then study, you trust yourself more. If you promise yourself to wake up earlier and do it, you trust yourself more. If you say you will stop a bad habit and make a real effort, you begin to believe your own words. Your relationship with yourself becomes stronger. On the other hand, when you break every promise to yourself, something happens inside. You stop believing yourself. You say, "I will start Monday," but you know you probably will not. You say, "This is the last time." But deep inside, you are not sure. That is why you must make smaller promises and keep them. Do not promise to change your whole life today. Promise to take one useful action. Then keep that promise. Tomorrow, do it again. This is how your future becomes different. Also remember that your life can change in ways you cannot predict. A skill you learn today may help you years later. A person you meet today may open an opportunity later. A book you read today may give you an idea that changes your direction. A healthy habit you begin today may protect you in the future. You cannot always see where a good action will lead. That is why you should keep planting good seeds. Some seeds grow quickly. Some take time. But if you plant nothing, nothing can grow. Do not become upset because you do not know exactly how everything will happen. You do not need the full map. You only need the next step. Many people become frozen because they want to know the whole journey. They ask, "What if this does not work? What if I choose the wrong path? What if I fail later?" You cannot know everything before you begin. Life gives answers while you move. Sometimes, the next step teaches you what the next 10 steps should be. So do not let the unknown stop you. Focus on what is clear today. What can you improve today? What can you finish today? What can you stop doing today? What can you learn today? These questions bring you back to the present. And the present is where your power lives. There was a young woman who wanted to learn English for a better job. Every year, she told herself, "Next year I will become serious." She saved videos, she bought books, she downloaded learning apps, but she rarely practiced. Then she applied for a job she really wanted. During the interview, she struggled to answer simple questions in English. She did not get the job. That experience hurt her, but it also woke her up. She realized that the English she needed for that interview could have been built slowly during all those months she kept saying later. From that day, she changed one thing. She practiced for 30 minutes every day. Not 3 hours, not a perfect routine, just 30 honest minutes. At first, the change was small. After a few months, she could speak more clearly. After 1 year, she applied again for a better job. This time, she spoke with confidence and got selected. Her future did not change on the day of the interview. It changed on all the ordinary days when she chose practice instead of delay. Always remember, your future is not waiting somewhere far away. You are creating it with what you do today. So stop giving your dreams to tomorrow. Give your future something useful from you today. Lesson 3. Motivation will not always come. Discipline must. Many people are waiting to feel motivated. They say, "I will start when I feel ready. I will exercise when I have more energy. I will study when I'm in the mood. I will work on my dream when I feel inspired." But there is a big problem. You will not feel motivated every day. Some mornings you will wake up feeling excited. Some mornings you will feel tired. Some days you will believe in yourself. Some days you will doubt everything. If your progress depends only on your feelings, your progress will stop every time your mood changes. This is why you need discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. It means keeping the promise you made to yourself. You said you would study? Study. You said you would exercise? Exercise. You said you would practice English? Practice. You said you would work on your dream? Give it some time today. Do not ask your mood for permission. Your mood can change every hour. Your goals should not. Think about the important things you already do without waiting for motivation. You brush your teeth even when you are tired. You go to work even when you would rather stay in bed. You take care of important responsibilities because you know they must be done. Your dreams need the same kind of respect. Do not treat your goals like something you do only when you feel excited. Give them a real place in your life. This is where many dreams die. At the beginning, everything feels exciting. You buy the book, you join the gym, you create the plan, you start the course. You tell yourself, "This time I will change." For a few days, you feel powerful. Then the excitement becomes weaker. The work becomes boring. Progress becomes slow. And suddenly, tomorrow sounds attractive again. "I am tired today. I will do it tomorrow. I missed one day. I will start again on Monday. This week is busy. I will start next month." Be careful. This is how one day becomes 1 week. 1 week becomes 1 month. And 1 month can become another year. You do not need more motivation at that moment. You need discipline. Discipline says, "I may be tired, but I can still do something." Maybe you cannot study for 2 hours. Study for 20 minutes. Maybe you cannot complete the whole workout. Do a shorter workout. Maybe you cannot write 10 pages. Write one page. The goal is not always to do everything perfectly. The goal is to keep the connection with your habit. Doing a little is often better than doing nothing. Because every time you show up, you tell yourself, I am serious about my future. That message is powerful. You should also understand that discipline is not punishment. Some people hear the word discipline and imagine a hard, unhappy life. But real discipline creates freedom. When you control your spending, you can build financial freedom. When you control your eating habits, you can improve your health. When you control your screen time, you gain more hours for important things. When you control your daily routine, your goals stop depending on luck. Discipline is not taking freedom away from you. It is protecting you from the habits that steal your future. Think about how often a small feeling controls a big decision. I am tired. So you skip the work. I am bored. So you pick up your phone. I am nervous. So you avoid the opportunity. I do not feel confident. So you never begin. If you obey every feeling, your feelings become your boss. But feelings are temporary. The tiredness will pass. The fear will pass. The bad mood will pass. Do not make permanent decisions because of temporary feelings. Sometimes, the most important thing you can do is start before you feel ready. Tell yourself, only 5 minutes. Then begin. Open the book. Put on your shoes. Write the first sentence. Practice the first English phrase. Often, starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, continuing becomes easier. Your mind may say, not today. Answer it with action. You do not need to argue with yourself for 30 minutes. Just begin. You should also make good habits easy to follow. If you want to read every morning, keep your book where you can see it. If you want to exercise, prepare your clothes before you sleep. If you want to practice English, choose a fixed time every day. If you want to work without distraction, keep your phone away for a while. Do not depend only on willpower. Create an environment that helps you. Small changes can make discipline much easier. And remember, discipline does not mean you can never rest. Rest is important. Your body needs recovery. Your mind needs quiet time. But there is a difference between resting because you need it and delaying because you do not feel like starting. Learn to know the difference. Rest should help you return stronger. Excuses keep you away from your goals. Be honest with yourself. Ask, do I really need rest? Or am I escaping from something uncomfortable? That simple question can wake you up. A young man wanted to become a writer. Every night he told himself he would start writing the next morning. Morning came, but he did not feel inspired. So he waited. Weeks passed. He had many ideas, but almost nothing was written. Finally, he made a simple rule. Every morning I will write for 30 minutes, whether I feel inspired or not. Some mornings the writing was good. Some mornings it was terrible. Some mornings he wanted to stop after 5 minutes, but he continued. Months later, he had finished his first book. People thought he must have been very motivated, but he knew the truth. Motivation helped him on some days. Discipline carried him through the rest. That is what you need to understand. You do not need to wake up excited every morning. You do not need to feel powerful every day. You only need to keep returning to the work that matters. Your future will not be built only on your best days. It will also be built on the ordinary days when you were tired, bored, or doubtful. But you still showed up. Always remember, Stop waiting to feel motivated. Tomorrow will always give you another excuse. Discipline says, I may not feel like doing it today, but my future is too important to keep waiting. Lesson 4. Stop wasting the time you can never get back. There is something in your life more valuable than money. It is not your house. It is not your car. It is not your phone. It is your time. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose a job and find another one. You can lose many material things and replace them. But when 1 hour of your life is gone, you can never bring that same hour back. This is why time is so valuable. And still, many people spend it as if they have an unlimited amount. They spend hours scrolling on their phones. They watch one short video, then another, then another. They check messages again and again. They spend hours thinking about people who do not matter. They argue about small things. They worry about things they cannot control. Then at the end of the day, they say, I did not have enough time. But sometimes you did have time. You simply gave it to the wrong things. This may be difficult to accept, but it is an important wake-up call. Your dream needs time. Your health needs time. Your family needs time. Your education needs time. Your future needs time. If you give your best hours to distractions, what will be left for the things that truly matter? Think about your phone. You pick it up to check one message. Then you open social media. You watch one video, then another, then another. You tell yourself, only 5 minutes. Suddenly, 40 minutes are gone. Nothing terrible happened, but nothing useful happened either. Do this every day, and those small pieces of wasted time become hundreds of hours. Imagine what you could learn with those hours. You could improve your English. You could read books. You could build a skill. You could exercise. You could work on a business. You could spend real time with your family. The problem is not always that we need more time. Sometimes we need to protect the time we already have. You do not have to remove every enjoyable thing from your life. You need rest. You need fun. You need moments when you simply relax. Life should not become only work. But there is a difference between enjoying your free time and losing control of it. Watching something for 30 minutes because you chose to relax is different from scrolling for 3 hours because you could not stop. One gives you rest. The other often leaves you feeling empty. Learn to notice the difference. Ask yourself, is this helping me rest, or is this helping me escape? Sometimes we waste time because we are avoiding something difficult. Studying feels difficult, so we open our phone. Exercise feels difficult, so we watch videos. Starting a project feels scary, so we clean the room or do something less important. We tell ourselves we are busy. But being busy and being productive are not the same thing. You can be busy all day and still make no progress. Productive people know what matters. They give important work their best attention. You do not need to complete 20 things every day. Sometimes, completing 2 important things is enough. Every morning, ask yourself, what are the most important things I need to do today? Choose them, then protect time for them. Do the important work before your energy disappears into small distractions. Another big time waster is overthinking. You can spend hours thinking about a decision you already know you need to make. You can spend weeks thinking about starting something. You can spend months imagining what could go wrong. But thinking without action can become another form of delay. At some point, you have to move. You will never have every answer. You will never know exactly how everything will happen. Make the best decision you can with what you know today. Then learn as you go. Do not waste years waiting to feel completely certain. You should also stop giving your time to unnecessary arguments. Not every comment needs an answer. Not every person needs an explanation. Not everyone needs to agree with you. You may spend an entire evening angry about something another person forgot 5 minutes later. Who lost more? You did. Because you gave away your time and peace. Learn to say, "This is not worth my energy." Then move forward. Your time should also go to the people you love. Sometimes we say, "I will visit my parents later. I will call my friend tomorrow. I will play with my children when I'm less busy." But people are not permanent either. One day you may have more free time but fewer people to share it with. Do not become so busy preparing for the future that you forget the people who are part of your life today. Work on your dreams, but make memories too. Build your future, but live your present. Time management is not only about doing more work. It is about giving your life to what truly matters. You can start with something simple. Look at one normal day. Where does your time go? How much time do you spend on your phone? How much time do you spend worrying? How much time do you spend doing things that are not important? Then ask, what could I change? Maybe you reduce social media by 30 minutes. Maybe you wake up 20 minutes earlier. Maybe you stop watching one unnecessary show. Maybe you put your phone away while studying. These changes look small. But remember, your life is made from small pieces of time. Protect those pieces. A young man always said, "I wanted to learn a new skill," but he complained that he had no time. One day he checked his phone and saw that he was spending almost 4 hours every day on social media and entertainment. He was shocked. He decided not to remove everything. He simply reduced that time by 1 hour. He used that 1 hour to learn. 1 hour a day became 7 hours a week. 7 hours became hundreds of hours over the year. A year later, he had learned a skill that helped him find a better job. He did not receive more hours in his day. He simply stopped giving so many of them away. That is the lesson. You may keep telling yourself, "I will become serious tomorrow." But every tomorrow eventually becomes today. And if you waste today, tomorrow cannot bring it back. So use your time carefully. Do something meaningful. Learn something. Build something. Help someone. Spend time with people you love. And give your future at least one useful hour today. Your life is made of time. When you waste your time, you are not only wasting minutes, you are spending a part of your life that you can never buy back. Do not wait for tomorrow to value what you have today. My dear friends, before you leave this video, remember one thing. Tomorrow is not your starting point. Today is. Stop saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Stop waiting for Monday. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting until you feel completely ready. Your life is already moving. Every minute that passes becomes a part of your story. So when this video ends, do one thing you have been delaying. Open that book. Practice your English. Start that workout. Make that call. Take the first step toward your dream. It does not have to be big. It only has to be real. And tonight, when you go to bed, you should be able to tell yourself, "Today I did not just think about changing my life. I actually started." If this video gave you the wake-up call you needed, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And send this video to someone who keeps saying, "I'll start tomorrow."